Hi, today I will be discussing about that topic that no one talked about ever, and that is why Formula 1 never raced in Vietnam. Just why? So before starting this video, let me tell you some basic things. Organizing a Formula 1 race is not easy and requires loads of money. Especially with a street race, you need to find a proper place to race in a city. You need to find organizers to fund your race, sponsors, layout of the race, and advertisements and so it all started way back in 2017 when F1 was still exploring for the races in East Asia and found Vietnam suitable destination to host a Formula 1 race. But later on, Bernie Ecclestone abandoned the idea as the planning structure was looking similar to the Indian and Korean GP, and which left him doubtful for its long-term viability of the race. And of course, the other reason was that there were enough Asian countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, China and Japan. Though Malaysia was dropped in 2017, but still there were 3 races going on. Considering all this, the idea to race in Vietnam was dropped. But later on, when Bernie Ecclestone left Formula 1, the idea to race in Vietnam was revived again by the new organizers of Formula 1. Everything was going perfect, so later in 2018, FIA sent their favorite member Herman Tilke to find out the existing suitable track for Formula 1. The track was designed by the Tilke with the help of city authorities. When I say designed, it just means on which existing street road they will be racing on. So everything is going good until now. But let me tell you about some insight what was really going on in Vietnam. So the race plan was championed by the chairman of Hanoi, Nguyen Duc Chang. I don't know if I spelled it wrong. If any Vietnamese dude is watching, please excuse me. Let me tell you about him. This man was the only man who wanted to bring the sport to Vietnam, and when I mean he was the only man, trust me, he was the only single man in the country who was making an effort to bring the sport in the Vietnam. But the new owners of Formula 1 Liberty Media helped him to find a promoter to fund the race, as even the government was not supporting and even not making a single effort, which was a bit sad. Luckily, with the help of Liberty Media, they found someone who was ready to fund the race, and it was the Win Group. So the grand plan was finalized with everything set perfectly, and in 2018 November, they announced that F1 will race in Vietnam in April 2020. Between 2018 to 2020, there were a lot of promotional events done by Red Bull to bring out the interest of the sport into the local audience. Now moving forward to 2020, COVID-19 made its debut and everything was postponed and later cancelled due to increasing cases in Vietnam. But later on, Nguyen Chang was arrested in November 2020 for corruption, misappropriating of state secrets and misusing of assets. But what really Formula 1 had to do with this arrest? Everything from the track to the promoter was ready for the race. The question is, why didn't Formula 1 race in Vietnam in 2021? The answer is simple. With the arrest of Nguyen Chang, there was no one really to push for the race. Even the local audience was not keen into Formula 1. And even Vietnamese government was distancing themselves from the race with temporary grandstands and buildings taken down. Even today, Formula 1 is still in contact with the promoters of Vietnam. But since 2021, Formula 1 has changed their focus from Vietnam and are looking forward to expand more races in United States such as the Miami GP, and even considering racing in Las Vegas, thus making 3 races on the American soil. And with the new race in Jeddah, it's very hard for Vietnam making back on calendar now. Now the question is that will ever Formula 1 return to Vietnam? For now, it seems very unlikely, but if any other form of sporting events such as junior category Formula racing or even Formula E races there, this may create an interest in audience and this may help a bit. Or when Nguyen Chang gets out of prison after 5 years, the talk for the race can be opened up once again. Who knows? Until that, thanks for watching the video and comment down what do you think, and do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to smile and be happy. Bye.